Uh, okay.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Arissa, the warlock to the Undying. She probably would want to be a bird. She'd think that'd be neat to fly.
All right, so I'm Fairy, Zarina. I'm playing Malkatsky, and I'm gonna go with an elephant.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute.
It's okay.
Hey, I'm Michi, Rudy Michi. I am playing Melody, and I think if she could be a dragon, she'd want to be a dragon. If not,
According to D&D 5e rules, she can that is not a beast, and thus she cannot be a dragon.
okay.
Unless she wants to be a Komodo dragon.
um, can she be a Tanuki?
Yes, that's a real fucking animal. Like, Tanukis are
I
real
know,
animals.
but I just wanted to make sure that was an option.
Yes, absolutely, she could be a Tanuki.
Yeah.
I'm Blitz. I play Tal Kane. Oh shit! I know I'm muted.
Your reverb is pretty bad.
Yeah. Probably some kind of jungle animal. Probably a gorilla or something.
Okay. What is tall, and what is his race? What is his class?
Oh yeah, human voidwalker. It's a special class you can find here in Val's channel. I encourage you to join and look at more info on it.
Yes, in my Discord, you can at our good friend Jammy Jams, as he created both that class and the bard class that Mitchie is playing. Okay, a gorilla.
So I'm Omega. I'll be playing Petra, our very small paladin. If she were an animal, she'd probably be a giant squirrel. Yes.
Appropriate. I'm not gonna be using this in any sort of like curse or anything against you guys, or like what where creature will bite you whatsoever. I promise. Hi everyone, my name is Val. This is my channel. I am your dungeon master today. I would like to remind everyone that hey, we're a viewer effective game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. For every 100 biddies, you can grant a reroll to anyone you see or their names on the screen. For every sub that you subscribe to yourself or gift, you can give a nat 1 or a nat 20 to anybody that you see here. And for straight up money, $5 or more, you can make shit happen here. To of course the dungeon master's discretion, but you can just make shit happen. I'm keep playing with my bangs, yo. My fringe has a mind of its own today, so if I just do this all day, get over it. I need to be cute. All right. Without further ado, allow me to take you guys. By the way, as a reminder, because I was thinking about this when I was making my tea. While I'm recapping, consider leveling up to 5 if you haven't yet. Because you should have made it. The gang made it to level 5 last time, and so everyone should be level 5. Lots of
That would have been nice in the Discord.
Well, I just remembered like 20 seconds ago. So, anyway, The party is on the continent of Zeus in an unknown world. They were given a task to investigate a murder, only to find themselves essentially between two warring cult factions, so to say. You have the god Malar, who is refusing a transition of power because a new deity system seems to be taking over, and this deity system seems to be made of some very celestial beings. The two whose names you have at least heard is the angel Serial. He is the angel of the waning moon, and I believe last session the angel of death's name Azrael had been dropped on all of you. That is the meta. As of last session, after exploring a cave and almost getting eaten by foxes, the party came across a small child and her cow. The cow led them to the cave, but the small child comes to find out she was living on a farm with her mother, and her mother seemed to be of some sort of foxy kitsune type creature. You're not quite sure, who is a worshiper of Malar. The two party members that had really bad food poisoning for some reason, Mao and Tall, I think Mao had a hairball problem, I'm not sure, decided to return to town instead of venturing into the farm, so that you had three members venturing to this farm, trying to figure out what was going on with this girl. Found themselves magically put to sleep. Well, they went to sleep, and Petra found herself magically put to sleep by this fox lady creature. You woke up in a basement. They're tied up with some zombies. The zombies were also tied up, and this woman questioned the lot of you and your motives. Luckily for y'all, Melody convinced her that y'all were not a threat, and you only want what was best for an innocent child, sort of thing. Not before y'all fucked up some zombies and saved yourselves and all of that stuff. You left the mother and the child at their home to return to Greymore, where you talked to the little cleric's name. Trying to think of her name, Maxine. You talked to Maxine for a bit, and she questioned you. What side are you on? And there was a resounding from Melody, whichever one hurts the least people, I believe. Arissa is on her side, and Petra kept putting symbols of Paylor all over this temple that this little angel cleric was taking over. When you returned to the bar, before intervening with your two friends, you found an oppressive feeling upon entering, where you met a strange woman that, with Petra's divine sense, sent some celestial from this woman. Melody gave her a cookie, and she left. It was a very strange encounter. The next morning, you woke up, and Achi and her cow were camped out in front of the house, with the rest of the town heading to the temple, where you followed and discovered that the mother of Achi, this fox lady, had in fact been what seemed to be assassinated. A handprint burned into her face. You guys, where we left off was y'all sort of deciding what to do next. There's Arissa does want to go back to Reno, whereas Gesso is probably in Biscay, so Melody was thinking about going back there. And also trying to decide who is going to take care of this child, because Melody and Arissa are like, no, this is our child and our cow now, clearly. Like, y'all have decided to adopt this small girl, who is important to Gesso, you guys have figured out, so there is that. And here you are, Tall and Mao. Before we get to that scene, the night before, the two of you returned back to Vesque from this cave with the foxes in it because you weren't feeling great. Like, Mal, you had a stomach ache.
Yeah, those damn hairballs.
Yeah, they
Trying to get that blood out of my fur, but
it wasn't a great feeling. But that evening, when y'all camp out together, did you guys have a room together, or did you guys get your own separate room?
separate rooms.
Separate rooms? Okay. Well, the both of you, I would like for you to roll me, as it's late in the night, perception checks with disadvantage because you are asleep. Oh, Mal.
I roll great. What you talking about?
You are definitely unaware of anything that's happening in Tao. Tall Kane. Y'all, those vowels are so similar. Like, it's just, they don't roll off my tongue very good. Tall Kane. God, that's such a, God, I hate you so much. Okay. Alright, let's see what they rolled. So high. Tall, you don't hear anything in your sleep until essentially you feel a hand on your face grabbing your chin and tilting it side to side as if looking at you intently. Tall.
I guess I wake up.
You wake up and sort of squatting above you is a strange looking woman. She is in a tight fitted bodysuit. She carries no weapons, sleek black hair. The pupils of her eyes seem to be not present. It's just like this grayish blue, like, gradient that her entire iris is, right? And she is just looking at you very intently, curiously. Notices that you're awake and moves her hand and just stands above you.
Can I help you?
She just looks at you and goes, "No." You are not from here.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
How did you get here?
I could ask you the same question.
And she, like, kind of blinks for a second and clarification is needed.
Moving on. I'm not sure. I was very young when I came to this land.
She, like, squats again and gets, like, nose to nose with you. Like, stands, backs up, and just, like, jumps off your, like, a little hop, like, off your bed. She's not very, like, she's not large, like, at all. She's a small Japanese lady. Like, she's 5 feet, she's tone and fit, but she's small. And seemingly turns around again, gives a slight bow. "I apologize for waking you up." And just melts into the shadows.
Kane kind of is still half asleep and just goes,
Fast forward to the next evening when she melted like ice cream on a hot day. deserves to see that. So don't hoard those comments to Zoom, please. like we're not special. Everyone deserves those. Yes. So we fast forward to the next evening, where you're finally recovered, and you wake, not even the next evening, 2 mornings after, when everyone is woken by the sounds of yet another fucking murder. And you find yourself, all of your companions together over this body. And I'm going to leave it to the companions that were at last session to catch you up on exactly why they care about this child and the dead lady.
What's with the kid?
This is the kid I scared in the cave.
Why is she with you?
Her mom died.
Did
We
you
didn't
kill her mom?
No.
Okay,
No. We tried to save her. I tried to convince her, like, that she needed help and safety, and she's like, no. And now we've adopted a child.
And a cow.
Oh, yes, the cow.
I'm not sure what's up with the cow.
By the
The
way, her name's
cow.
Achi. Not the cow.
The cow or the kid?
The kid.
Okay.
The cow's name is Petunia.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Petunia, I think you and Petunia would get along great. She's I believe Achi called her a alcoholic.
Honestly, I have no
Yes.
idea why we're friends with this child and her cow. This child's mother did.
She's
Kidnap
Obviously, this child is a genius.
she's innocent.
I-
Completely innocent. Plus. Hear me out.
Aren't you
Jessa.
a paladin, Petra?
I wasn't saying anything about being against adopting the child. This child has no family. I have no objection to that part. I have no idea why we're friends with the mother, though.
Jesso is going to come looking for her. And so if we keep her with us, we find him. And the mom is my friend. She doesn't have to be your friend, but she's my friend. Okay?
But she's dead now. So.
Well, like, I'm
She's
just
also
saying.
been murdered.
That's why we have to figure this out.
So do we have any, hints as to who killed the mom?
Yes.
They have a hand.
Probably 2.
Are we sure? Do we have evidence of 2 or 1?
Well, only evidence of 1 because there's only the one hand on her face. Other than that, I don't know much. I didn't look into it. It was kind of an emotional situation for me. And then, she looks at everyone else. She's like, did you guys get any other info?
It was a hand-shaped burn wound. So someone's
hand?
real hot hands, possibly zappy hands. One of those.
At least 1.
Yeah.
We're by the body, right? DM. We're okay. I'll kind
The
of
child
crouch down.
the child is definitely not at the body.
No, the child's at the bar.
Yeah,
got it.
the child is with Mayor Wendy at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll crouch over the body, take one an empty potion bottle I just keep on me, and
Yeah.
put some of this lady's blood into it.
Okay.
Put it
Oh
back
God. I know exactly why he did that. Yeah. Okay.
on. Nobody can.
There's
stop me. I have an army. Now.
Are you doing this stealthily?
No, I'm doing it out in the open.
Out
Arista
in the
has
open.
No subtlety. We've
It's true.
discovered this.
Maxine is still there, and she's gonna be like, what are you doing?
Arista looks up at her. I can trace whoever did this to her. through her blood.
Okay. If you say so. Is that a deception roll?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if your warlock shit can, so I'm asking you it's a deception.
Yeah,
if
it is a deception
Okay,
roll.
so
Arista
go ahead
can't
and-
do this. She's flat
Alright,
out lying.
Go ahead and roll that for me. 19.
19.
Okay, she is a cleric, so she's got a decent whiz. She meets it. So she just lifts a brow at you and is like, "Oh, really? So how exactly do you do that?"
I'm wondering the same thing. Is
Magic!
it not
Like,
enough?
the two paladins, not the two paladins, the two halflings of a godly nature have their hands on their hips and are just like looking at you like
I stuff the potion bottle deeper into my bag. I'm a warlock. Don't question my methods. As I turn around and walk away.
It seems that that's my only job these days.
Maxine's gonna look over at you, Petra, and is like, "You should probably figure out how to stop that."
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm a little worried about what she's gonna do with somebody's blood. I need help wrapping up this body.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah,
my
I can help with that.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I was worried that we didn't get along. You being and she like motions at your palorness.
Eh,
Well, the help is
the
still
dead must still be put to rest.
It's true. Your help
By what
is
god it is matters little in the grand scheme of things.
I will burn her body in radiant fire. I think that is the best way to purify her at this point. She was, after all, following an evil god of chaos who refuses to go
I don't think that
quietly.
was the major problem. I think the greater problem was that she was a beast of a rather more evil nature, from what I could ascertain.
She kind of like looks at you. Her eyes squint and there's a little beadiness, and you almost kind of see like her hair kind of floof a little bit. And what do you consider beast of evil nature?
Can Melody interject real quick?
Yeah,
Melody's looking. So she's looking and she goes, "She was a foxy lady."
She was raising the dead.
Mm.
But
That is all.
foxy.
Yeah, and like she just completely like relaxes at that, knowing that you're just a typical paladin that doesn't like the undead, not racist against were creatures. So she she's like, all right, well, thank you for your help. And the two of you begin wrapping up this body to
I guess I'm doing funerary rites with this with Maxine now.
yeah, that's essentially what's happening. You guys are both doing funerary rites. She is definitely saying her rites are in celestial because she does worship an angel.
Mm-hmm.
And she does essentially she is already kind of like in the night. Her and her assistant, which is Clack, the Kinku, have started like building like funeral pyres because there are funeral pyres for the previous murders. So it's just a habit and custom to thus now make pyres because that's part of her custom. And
Mhm.
yeah, y'all hoist this body on a funeral pyre, and she lights it with sacred flame, and this body burns. It takes several hours. I keep scratching my nose, everyone. I'm so sorry. My allergies are killing me today. It's not the coof. So And yeah, you guys go ahead and roll me Petra, since you're there helping. Roll me religion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just roll me a quick religion check. Okay. With a 17, some of the things that she says and does are still very similar to what you know of Malar, because she did used to worship Malar herself. But as you were doing this, and even though it is during the day, you do essentially see in the sky the moon for a little bit during this, well, at least one of your moons, during this procession.
Are there multiple moons in this planet?
There's 2 moons.
Oh, gosh,
Just like on Earth.
Mm-hmm. One's clearly a Death Star. So, like, it's clearly a weapon of mass destruction, let's be real here.
That's no moon.
Yeah, so that's how you kind of spend most of your day. What are the rest of you doing?
Ursa will go find the little girl again.
Mm-hmm. She's eating savory things with the mayor at the bar.
Sit next to her.
Hi.
You will be traveling with us from now on.
Oh, why can't I go home?
Your home is...
There's no one to go home to.
Just, she's gonna look up at the tall, stupid man. What do you mean? There's nobody to go home to now.
Mom had to go away for a while.
Do not lie to this child.
So mommy is home?
No, your mother... I'll just hold her hand gently. Your mother passed, unfortunately.
Okay. She's like, oh, I see.
You are
Did
thinking
Daddy
this
eat
rather
her?
well. Well, no.
Does Uncle Jesso know?
I don't know.
We have to find him.
Okay. If you're gonna go find Uncle Jesso, I should definitely go too.
Yes.
Mommy liked him.
Yes. You don't have to be brave about this, child, but it is noble that you are.
What's brave?
When you face fear without flinching.
Oh. Alright. I have to go blow my nose. It's driving me absolutely insane. It's like, I'm just like, I'll be right back. Oh my god.
Maybe you should bring the child to her mother's funeral. That might be a good idea. Maybe. You know, just saying. Might be a good idea.
Or we
Maybe.
could just leave.
Honestly, orcs celebrate the lives of those once lived for 3 days, so I'm not sure about normal practices.
That's a pretty normal practice. I mean, it's not... Generally, it's more like a day and a half at most. But some people prefer a more somber approach. Some people prefer, you know, celebrations.
Yeah, we should drink some booze. Who's got the booze?
The bartender. But orcs celebrate with fights and scars and merriment.
That's pretty typical. I suspect for orcs for every celebration, but
We do not do the same for marriage.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'm
We
gonna
mourn.
I'm gonna come back with my beer and I'm gonna ask.
We mourn. We practice, I suppose, the human funerary rites when we get married.
Okay.
Kind of
It's
makes
a
sense.
It's a sacrifice of individualism, and you becomes part of something bigger. It's a mourning of loss between yourself and what you were, but then it's a celebration of what you will become.
Okay. Interesting.
It is.
You orcs are fairly philosophical.
We are quite the philosophical people, but no one takes the time to understand that.
There might be a reason for that. You see,
I do not
you lack
understand.
you lack a certain amount of approachability, I'm gonna say.
She leans forward.
Says
I'm very
Judgy
approachable.
Petra.
Oh man, what did I
I'm very
miss?
approachable.
What did I miss? I know now why my allergies are going insane. My neighbors are weed eating. And my window was open, and I am allergic to dust. And guess what gets kicked up when people weed eat? Dust.
Literally everything.
Literally everything, but especially dust. Yeah. So yeah, what happened while I was gone? Taking care of this. What did you guys talk
We're
about?
finding out that Petra is kind of prejudiced against orcs.
In a stunning turn of events.
Arissa has presented orcs to be very philosophical, but nobody bothers to actually get to know them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson, Petra.
The child is wise.
I'm not even in this scene.
Oh my god, I had like a whole thing of tea in my mouth that I tried to swallow, and I couldn't because I was gonna be afraid that I was gonna talk from laughing and swallowing, choke from laughing and swallowing at the same time. Okay. And as you like tell her that she's brave and you explain to her what bravery is, she just nods. But you do see she has like a little mug in her hand with her little breakfast tea in it, and you do kind of see it her hands tremble a little bit, and there's a big old sniffle as she just wipes her eyes.
Okay.
I'll pat her back. It is okay to cry, child.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It means when the water from your eyes fall down your cheeks.
Oh. Okay.
You are allowed to be sad.
Okay. Thank you.
And if you wish to be angry about it later, tell me. We can go beat up on Tall.
Why would we beat up Tall? Did he hurt Mommy?
No, he could just take a punch.
Can I go punch him now?
I'll turn to Tall. Can she punch you?
Is he there?
Why not?
Turn back to the kid. He is very accepting of your punches.
She's gonna like slide off her chair and walk over to you, Tall, like behind you, and like ball up her little fist and like in the back of your thigh punch you. And as that happens, you hear from the other side of the bar something fall to the ground, and as you all turn to look, the cow tried to like drink a half stein of beer and couldn't quite reach it, and so like the whole table has just flipped over, and the cow is lapping up the beer on the floor.
Obviously, this cow was meant for us. Obviously.
Wait, I'm gonna add to the awkwardness. While that's happening, Melody's actually trying to put create like a saddle, so that way, like on the cow. So she's trying to like fix it, so that way, like Achi can like ride on the cow as they're like traveling and everything. And you see her struggling.
So, what do you guys plan to do? What is your next course of action?
I'm gonna buy some travel clothes for the kid. Like cloak, boots,
Yeah.
winter wear,
Yeah, it costs
a
you.
hat, gloves.
I'm buying
yeah.
beef jerky for her snacks, since she doesn't like sweets.
She doesn't like sweets. She doesn't know
What kid
sugar is.
doesn't like sweets? What is wrong with this child?
She was raised by a foxy, sexy lady. I'm pretty sure that savory was more their department.
When they found this child, she had dead squirrels strapped to her belt that she trapped herself
Well, still,
and ate them raw.
not like sweets.
Isn't like okay, think about it for a second. Like, if you have never tasted anything like sugary, like cookies, like baked goods in your entire life, like
But, like,
and
there are
eating it for
berries.
like the first time in like the 8 years you've existed, sugar's kind of a weird thing.
We're gonna have to change this. This is the problem.
Slow introduction, Mao.
Think we're gonna give this child cavities. Like,
I'll also buy her a beginner spells book in case she knows magic, so we can work on that together to the best of my warlock abilities.
okay, so if that's like the case, I'll say that like the novice spell book that has like cantrips and level 1 wizard spells probably will cost you like 5-ish gold.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, and as far as like the clothing, it'd be like, like 10 silver or something, not like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Spell slinging for dummies.
Yeah, essentially, like baby wizard's first spell book, right?
Yeah.
That like beginner spell book that any wizard can pick up and learn how to use if they're smart enough and cast spells.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she is magically inclined, if she's a bard, sorcerer, or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
making sure we cover our bases.
Yeah, there
in
you
case
go.
she is.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, so you outfit this child for travel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Have you guys decided where you're traveling? Because there were two opposing ideas. There was one to going to Vesquet because you did hear that Gesso could have had an apartment out there. The other is returning to Reno to report on your findings because you were sent here essentially by the police department of Reno and the Church of Saloon to investigate this as private investigators, as PIs. And of course Arissa got an apple from her patron in the night to give to said priestess.
First of all, holy crap. We have a lot of things to do in Reno. Second of all, maybe apartment in Vesquet, but we can bait Jessa to Reno anyway. So I vote Reno.
I'll look at all. That was quite brilliantly deducted.
All surprised.
There- Reno makes sense.
I think Mommy said that men like you are called himbos?
Yes, that's true, sweetie. That is very true.
What does that mean?
A very
Don't worry
beautiful
about it.
man.
Oh.
Your Uncle Gesso is one.
Yes, he is. That's what she told me.
Interesting.
I'll dab the blood from Tall's nose.
I think we've established that Tall is essentially Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle. Like, in case anyone was wondering, which I am down for. Like, 90s Val is just like, yes, please, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I mean, like that was the ideal, but that's like a totally different topic.
Yeah, that was the ideal. Alright, so you can...
Let's go to Reno then. We can report, get paid, and go set whatever we need up.
Right. So, do you guys plan on walking to Reno? Because you know what you don't have anymore? Kevin and Patrick and the mail cart.
Well, like, would it be faster if we walked to the to where Kevin went?
So, if you guys kind of look at your map, technically it's closer to get to Viscay, but to go to Viscay and then go to Reno, like if you went to Viscay to find Kevin or any other kind of transport there, it would probably be like an extra 2 days on your, or even it'd be like 2 days to get to Viscay, and then probably a day and a half to get back to the main road to go back to Reno.
I mean,
How much would a horse cost?
To rent or to buy?
To buy.
To buy? Let's
You
see.
mean a pony? You're a halfling.
We could get a cart and a horse.
The problem is the size of my armor would very much be detrimental.
A
to
riding
getting
horse.
just a pony.
A riding horse is 75 GP. A pony is 30.
I vote we go to Vescay and get Kevin, and also investigate for Gesso.
Since it's on the way, and we can probably catch a core out there.
It's not technically on the way, is like my point.
Well,
It's out of
if
the
we went
way.
to Reno first, it would be on the way, sort of.
If they're on
No.
completely opposite,
That's
like
not
they're
how
on
directions work.
How many
completely
days
opposite
walking?
coast of this subcontinent.
How many days walking is it to Reno?
How many days walking to Reno? It's 10 days.
And can we rent a cart
It took
here?
you guys like a week to get here on cart, right?
Nope.
Yeah, it took you
Hold
guys.
on. We have a cow. The cow could pull the cart.
you just all, but it's a baby cow.
No, it can't.
That's drunk, by the way.
How effective is the cow at walking while drunk? Just out of curiosity.
It's a drunk cow. Like, take it where an underage drunk cow. Like, take that as you imagine it.
Okay.
Are we gonna have to pay for any damages that happen to the bar while we're here, then?
Jade looks at you at the bar. It's like, oh yeah, honey, I'm taking it out of your cut.
Yep.
I shouldn't have said anything.
What if I just don't get paid for, helping with the breakfast rush?
Well, that's what I meant, honey.
Oh, well then that's fine.
Yeah.
We have more to do in Reno than we do in Biscay. Plus, we would get paid in Reno, I hope.
Yeah, the pay would help us get to Vescape significantly faster either way, so Reno's probably the way to go.
Yeah, we should probably go to Reno.
Alright. Right. Melody picks up Achi and puts her on Petunia.
I'm going to put a child on a drunk cow, Melody.
I
Then
think-
Melody picks up Achi and then looks at Tall and like is like
Yeah.
offering her.
Yeah, I pick up the
This
child,
child,
and put her on my shoulders.
She's like 8, right? Like, and she's just like, you know, I can walk just as fast as that child, right? And she points at Petra.
I'm not a child, though. You probably could. I was
Like, you
going
guys are
to,
the same height.
Melody is like, don't worry. And as she looks at Arissa,
I'm not a baby. I know how to walk.
But these things are weird, and she like stomps her feet because she's in shoes, and it's the first time in her life that she's ever worn shoes.
no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally crazy things, yeah.
Why do you wear these? I can't
it's to
feel,
protect your feet.
but I can't feel the ground.
It's so that way, because sometimes there's pointy things in the ground, and
Why
then
don't you
this will
just
protect
pull them
you.
out?
Oh.
No.
You leave them in?
No,
No,
we
child.
just prevent
Just
it
wear
from
your
happening.
shoes.
Yeah, it just prevents it altogether.
She looks like super fucking wobbly, like in
Like when a
them.
dog, like when you put like booties on a dog.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
So, I'm gonna take a couple of minutes and cast Find Steed.
All right. What
is
is your steed?
Petunia.
No, my steed is not Petunia. I did not just turn and be like, "You're a steed now."
I mean, Petunia's a fine steed.
I'll ride Petunia. We're both drunk. It'll work out perfectly.
You're probably as big
No,
as this
I'm
cow.
not gonna let you break the cult.
What is your steed, Omega?
So my steed is a just slightly short horse, that is pure gray, like very gray, and it doesn't have like any differentiation in its eyes. They're just also pure gray, like it's entirely monochrome.
Okay, so a
A
pony,
creepy horse.
a pony, a very creepy pony is what you're saying.
Very spooky pony.
A very
Yes.
spooky pony. Okay.
That's a really nice pony. What's your pony's name?
Jeffrey.
Your pony's name? That's a really stupid name. But okay. I'm gonna name the pony.
And she like puts her hands on the nose.
Buttercup.
That works too.
So you guys begin your. So will you, kind of going south? Are you gonna sort of stick to the road, or do you want to cut sort of like through the forest diagonally to get to the road? At,
The
like, a
last time we
different-
cut through a forest,
Mhm.
we ended up finding dead bodies and like a mimic. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say road.
Yeah, I think road's the way to go here.
Okay. All right. You guys begin your journey. Melody, you don't get paid for helping out with breakfast that day. If you did,
That's fine.
because you
It's fine. Petunia's worth it. It's
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right. So you begin your first day of your journey, heading south until the road turns west to head to Reno. It's around this time that you camp out for your first night. At one point, Achi kind of wants to go in the direction of her home again, but I'm assuming the lot of you refuse or not. What is your opinion on
Yeah,
that?
we're gonna stop
Okay.
her from going in that direction.
Shut up, silent. So sorry, I saw Chad for a second. Yeah, you prevent her. She's not gonna really fight it off, like, but she does seem very sad. As you guys are, and as a reminder, you guys are heading in the same direction as like Jesso's mimic house was, right? Like that, like it's like the same road and going off the road. Go ahead in the first night. Roll me
I have opinions.
perception. Everyone, like just roll perception. Nice. Cool. 19, 8, 19, 23 for Null. Nice. And 14. Alright.
He's just sitting on top of Tall with his tongue out.
So, Null. That's how you say. Is it Null? Schnull?
Y'all.
Jal? Okay, so Jal. At one point that you guys are like kind of making camp, you with your 18s, 19s. Oh my god. Look at these natties.
Oh my.
Cool. Mal, you get a nat 20 from Silent.
Yay!
That's
Thank
2
you.
for you. Alright, so both. And Tall, you kind of like follow him at first. So that you definitely notice it first, but you hear off in the distance in the direction that you're heading. In fact, not so much in the direction you're heading, but in the direction of the farm. You gather the sound of like almost like trees being pushed aside. And I mean, it's far. It's several, probably like 6 or 7 miles away from where you're at. So decently far from where you are. But you definitely hear like as if something large was moving trees out of the way. And with those of you with those 19s, at the very least see Tall and Jal's attention in that direction. For some reason, you guys just have really good hearing with those natties. So, how do y'all react?
Remember when something killed the house?
Yeah, I remember that.
It's moving trees.
Something killed a house?
Yeah. Okay, so the house tried to eat me. It was actually a mimic. And
Yeah.
then something ate the house, we think.
And now we think it's moving trees.
Toward us? Away from us? Parallel to us? At
Mira
an acute
said it's,
or obtuse angle?
You just know that it's in the direction of the farm.
In the direction of the farm.
Okay. Well, how about we do not run in that direction then?
I am seconding that opinion. Good idea, small child.
Not a child.
Are you sure? You're small like me and I'm a kid.
I'm certain. 100% certain.
Then why didn't you grow up?
There are creatures and people that are your size, child. Some of them are called halflings, or gnomes, or kobolds.
I'll have you know, I'm rather tall for my particular species.
So you're not gonna get any taller? You're gonna stay very small for forever?
Well, not forever, I'll die someday, but yeah, basically.
And then you'll be even smaller.
No, then I'll be dead.
And then smaller, because you'll have to decompose.
Meanwhile, Melody's doing the dance to try to summon Frederick off to the side.
Also, I'm gonna give Achi the horse. the pony.
Okay. Yes, she will happily ride Buttercup. It's not a problem. Just this child's name, Jeffrey. His name is Jeffrey, but she's gonna call him Buttercup.
It's just gonna stick eventually.
Yeah, that's the point. So, like, Melody, roll performance? So you're out in the forest dancing. And kind of like coming out of the forest, there is what looks like a small group of pigs. It's not Frederick. But you have definitely summoned some pigs as they approach you. It's some rather young looking piggos. Yeah. And they come and smell you.
Are they were piggies or no?
No.
just regular piggies?
I mean, there's always one way to check.
She's just gonna ask.
2 ways to check. Are you? Please.
Yeah, so she's like,
talk to these pigs.
are you guys were piggies? Friends of Frederick, maybe?
They all kind of like tilt their head very curiously at you. And then you feel one like rifling through your bag because boy, those noses on pigs are incredible. So they smell your cookies and they're trying to go after your bag of cookies.
Okay, so Melody's like, she's like, okay, so she gets, cause she, while they were traveling, she like wrote a note to Frederick just in case, basically saying who Achi is, and if he knows anything to help her. So she's gonna just, while they're like distracted with the cookies, she's gonna like just tie the note to one of the piggies.
Okay.
and then she's gonna be like, well, hopefully he gets the message, and she's gonna leave like this, some cookies on the ground, and then like just walk away.
Okay. Okay then. Well.
What are we gonna do with the bacon seeds?
We're just gonna let them live their lives.
They eat the cookies on the ground and essentially are gonna curl up there for the night as well. Because if you fed them food at one point, you'll probably feed them food again. Like,
If you
We
give a
gonna
pig
start
a
a
cookie,
ranch? What's going on here?
Melody just stands there and she's like, we may have an army of piggies now.
We are not a menagerie, Melody.
Well, it'll help us blend in.
It will not.
It won't, I know.
If you are going to keep them, Melody, you have to feed them, bathe them, and make sure they grow up well.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll leave in the morning.
they won't.
Oh. It'll be fine, I wouldn't worry.
I mean, we technically have walking snacks now, so
As long as we don't name them.
She's like, that one is crispy. That one.
And the Melody is like, now we can't eat them.
oh, there goes
That one is pulled. That one is hammy.
like, just starts naming them one by one. Like,
Salty.
Roasty.
Roasty.
just caught, like, alright, how are you guys doing watches?
I'll take first watch and teach the kids some base magic to see if she knows it, like a cantrip or something
Okay.
that we
Which,
share in common.
cool. What cantrip are you trying to teach her?
Let's see.
The only kid.
Think across the board.
Eldritch Blast.
Well, probably Booming Blade because it's a defensive spell.
Okay. How do you go about teaching this child Booming Blade?
Yeah, just so you can read it. I'll sit her down and draw in the snow the symbols of how to cast it and show her with the hand symbols, the verbal components, the material that she'll need. I'll write it down in the book, the shapes and stuff that she'll need to make in the air,
Okay.
and give her a few practice runs and stuff like that. Make sure she's away from all the animals and people before she casts it.
She, I rolled a nat 20 on her int check. She gets out her, like, little hunting knife or dagger that she has, and she whacks at a tree, and as, like, she whacks at the tree, a ka-cha essentially happens, like, because that's what Booming Blade does. It's very loud, and it even, like, shakes the shakes the snow that was, like, on this evergreen, like, off, and everyone wakes up because you know, there was a loud thunderous boom from Marissa teaching this child Booming Blade.
I'll just nod a little. Impressive. We'll go
you
on
maybe-
to sword books.
Could you maybe teach quieter spells? Or try to sleep?
Your sleep is worth the loss if this child can defend herself.
I did it right.
You did.
Yay.
I have blueberry.
And then we'll go on to sword burst.
Okay. Right. Well,
Just
we'll
to
do.
teach you.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
one. So after that. Okay. Okay.
I'll start her on the initiate, like
Yeah.
get her
So
familiar with
go
it, not to let her
ahead,
cast
and
it.
since you're doing that, I'm assuming your familiar is the one that's actually keeping watch.
Yes.
Okay. Have him roll perception for me, please.
Rolled a 20.
Okay. He doesn't seem bothered by anything going on right now, though. Like after that, ka-cha, he does his attention does seem to go in the direction of where you guys heard this stuff towards the farm.
I'll stop the child and look towards it, listening.
No, you can
And
roll
tell her.
perception.
Perhaps you should go to bed, as I
Okay.
perceive.
And it's very specifically a hearing one. Okay. Yeah, there is this slight echo about 5 miles from you. Thank you for that raid, Spirit of Studios. Whatever was moving seems to has changed directions and is going south towards you guys.
Towards us?
Yeah.
I'll tell the child. I want you to go about 60 feet. Do you know how to measure 60 feet from this position?
She starts to walk in the direction away from you with her toes touching each other and just starts to count because she does know how to count at the very least. And goes 1, 2, but it's only like around half because her feet are not a foot in size.
And I'll just pinch my nose and lead her 60 feet away with the cow before going back to camp and just kind of jostle everybody away real quick.
Good morning. But why are you waking us up in, I'm gonna say 3 a.m.?
Good morning. Our quarry has found us.
Which query?
The house eater.
Ah. Wait, what?
Melody's just kind of sitting there. She's looking like, I wonder why.
Should I put on my armor?
You
Yesterday.
should.
I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
Do
See,
you
this
need
is why
help?
you shouldn't have armor. Takes extra time.
Mm-hmm.
I find it's quite useful.
Stop arguing, do it.
I find it's quite
Can-
cumbersome.
Melody is waking up the piggies and motioning for them to go.
Tell your pig horde to go stand by the child.
She like
Bye, bacon
makes
seeds.
like a path of like cookies back to Achi.
Achi is like sitting with her cow, like kind of like in some reeds, or some thorny bushes. Hi, Melody.
Hi, sweetie. And then
Yes.
Melody gives Achi some beef jerky.
It's tough meat. Why is it so tough?
It's because it'll last longer. You can have that as
Okay.
a snack if you get hungry. But stay here with the piggies, and I'll go get Buttercup, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
She doesn't go anywhere. Like, what are the rest of you doing?
Okay.
So, you've put it on.
Yes. Armored now. How far away did you say this?
It's probably roughly 5 miles.
We have a 5-mile lead. We can either confront it or let it come to us.
Can we go faster than it can?
No.
No idea how fast it's going.
If it can eat a house, I assume we can't outpace it.
Okay.
Not with a child and a drunk cow, as it is, anyways.
That does make sense. Then
No.
Technically, we can only move as fast as our slowest member. We can ditch the cow, carry the child. That only leaves you. How valuable are you?
I'm exceptionally valuable.
No, Petra.
no, he's talking to me.
Petra is exceptionally valuable.
Well, also I'm on a horse in that particular scenario.
It's not a horse, it's a pony.
It's a horse.
Named
He's
Buttercup.
majestic.
I suggest we set up. And
Just face it here.
face it here.
On the
That
road.
makes sense.
We should hide.
Sure.
Ambush is better than nothing.
I suppose it is. What if it goes after the child?
Well,
Then
are
it's
we
hit
hiding the
wall.
child?
We've already hidden the child, yes.
Yeah, but the child's still pretty close to us. What if it's not tracking us, but the child?
Then it's picked the wrong orb to fuck with.
Okay.
Good.
Alright, so how are we setting this up?
Can you climb trees, dear Mao?
I mean, I can try. I don't know how successful I'll be.
I believe in you.
Great! I'm gonna go find a tree.
Yeah, there are plenty of trees.
A nice big one. Which one do you want me to roll?
To climb a tree would be acrobatics. You are a Tabaxi, so you actually should have, with your claws, an advantage to climbing. So. Good. A 16. You don't fall. But it's also not very quiet, but you don't fall.
That's good. That's the main thing I'm going for here.
You perch yourself. How high are you going up?
I mean, as high as I can get myself.
Alright. It gets to a point about 3/4 up the tree, just because you are a chunky girl. That if you get to a certain height where it kind of thins out, the tree kind of starts to lean, so you know better, and you're like, I should couple feet camp out right here. Like,
right.
Very cartoony like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So can I roll perception and see if I see anything in the distance?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead. It is dark, though. So you're at disadvantage. And it's a clear night. You don't see anything. But if you change it to hearing, it's definitely getting closer to you.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can hear it getting closer. Can't see it yet, though.
Can I use my few tools and dex to set a trap with hempen rope and a knife?
Sure. Go ahead. What kind of trap do you want to set?
Like a tree flump?
What? What? What's a tree flump?
Where you bend a tree down and, like, you have rope to trigger it.
Yeah. Okay. Are you trying to Bugs Bunny this or whack it with a tree?
Whack it with a tree.
Oh my god. Okay. That's going to
I may need help with Petra.
I can render assistance.
So, how big of a tree are you going for?
Maybe about a D4.
A D... What?
1D4. I know. Like, maybe 15 feet.
A 15-foot tree. So about the same that, like, Mao was probably in. So it would be sort of a combined effort. First and foremost, a strength check to bend that tree.
Would athletics help any?
Huh? It's a strength.
Strength and athletics.
It's a strength check, right?
All right.
To bend that tree down. To
We are apparently
to
not
that
strong.
era. And you have to be careful because if you're too strong, mechanically in that 20, you probably will break it. So, Petra rolled a 10. What are you? So, Petra, instead of that, why don't you let Tall roll at advantage?
Good idea.
Yeah. So, Tall, go ahead and roll me your strength check, please. Not a save, a check.
Okay, save.
Mm-hmm.
Set.
Alright, cool. With a 16, it takes you a bit to do this, right? Like, you are strong, but not move the trees kind of strong. So it doesn't quite bend as far back as you want it, but you can kind of lasso the top of the tree, probably maybe with Mao's help, because Mao could just go back and forth to trees, and at least get the rope thrown down to bend it back slightly. Not all the way cartoonishly to the ground, but slightly.
Okay. So, what do I have to roll to jump to the next tree?
You're fine. We're just,
Okay.
it's flavor. Yeah, we'll just say it's flavor.
Okie dokie. I'll jump to the next tree and scoop my way up a bit and toss down the rope.
Okay. You and Petra pull that rope. Where are you gonna tie it to? Or he's just gonna hold on to it until something happens.
An even bigger tree.
Can I get off the tree first before you let go? No.
So clearly, what we have to do is we have to tie it to Buttercup, and then launch the cat.
Arissa's just watching this. I'm gonna go hide. As she goes find a big tree to hide behind.
And what is Melody doing?
She was watching.
Yeah.
She goes up to well, like, okay, so like after she like got everyone, you know, like like Achi and like the piggies to safety and everything like that. She goes over to Petra and she goes, "Hey, and she like puts her hand out. She's like,
Yes.
Can
I
you
help you?"
Just give me your hand real quick. Just
Okay.
don't worry about it. And then so as soon as like they touch, she casts enhanced ability and gives bear's endurance to Petra.
Okay.
So you for 1 hour, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on Constitution checks.
Like a tiny tank.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and then she's just like, after she's done casting it, she goes, "All right, well, I'll be over there." And then she like walks to go like a good distance away.
Alright.
So do those refresh, or are they just the 2d6 flat?
I think it's.
I forget.
It's just flat. So like, I think
Gotcha,
you just
gotcha,
roll
gotcha.
now and then. Figure
Yeah,
out
go.
your temp
Since you
hit
go,
points
since you
now.
casted it, go ahead and roll it now.
Yep.
And Petra can add that to her sheet. So
Well, that
you get
was
6.
one below average.
Oh,
That's sad.
So 2d6.
touch concentration up to an hour. So this is a con check. So if you lose your concentration, it does go. You do lose that.
Yeah, it gives advantage on Constitution checks. So that's
It's a strength. What is it? Enhance ability.
the bear's one.
The bear, and also, the target has. You also have. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, cool. I was reading. Fallen, thank you for those 3 gifted subs. Let us know where those natties go, fam. So, alright. It's gonna be 3 T-Rexes roaring in my ears. There's one more. One more T-Rex. Come on, baby. Let's do this. No? Okay, there it is. So... The rest of you are hiding? Roll me some stealth, please. Whoever is doing hiding. Very nice.
Oop.
How are you that stealthy and yet so bad at hiding?
Expertise.
You know what? I probably got distracted trying to make sure that the piggies and Petunia and Achi are okay. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm. Where did this go?
Giles rolled 14.
14? Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh man. Who's kind of... So Mal, you're at the top of the tree, right?
No, I climbed down because they pulled
That's
it back,
right. That's right.
and I didn't want to go flying.
That's right. That was
No.
very...
Yeah, it would be very cartoony and hilarious, but I don't
Yeah.
want to go flying.
Absolutely. What about Jal? Is Jal possibly above the
Yeah,
tree
he's
line?
up on a tree because he's watching.
Are you at
He's a
any
good boy.
point looking through his eyes, or are you just letting him do his thing?
Since he can communicate
Yeah.
with
Um,
that,
he lets
so
you
yeah.
know probably about 40-ish minutes after waiting. And everyone can hear it, but y'all sort of sees it first. Like, you know how, like, when something super, super fucking big is moving through the forest and literally breaks and pushes everything aside? That's what's happening. Like, trees are falling and making a fucking racket as this figure essentially barrels through. And as you guys are all hiding, what you see sort of emerge, luckily trees don't necessarily fall at you just yet, but as tall as the trees, essentially. This hulking figure covered in moss and thick hide and fur, this giant animal skull, like, out of its just face, breathing air, glowing red eyes, giant antlers, and a very similar but far more oppressive feeling that you encountered in the bar happens. And it's almost as if you feel the weight of this entire forest upon your shoulders. And I would like for you who are proficient in religion to make a check, please. Oh, Petra.
Okay then.
Petra, you now realize the mistake you have all made is you are in the presence of an avatar of Malar.
Well, this is a problem.
Looks around. Yeah. What are you doing? What's going on?
No, I'm just.
Oh,
stretching
you're
my hand.
just like stretching your hands.
Yeah, just stretching my hand. I've been writing all day, so it got cramped.
This dude's, an avatar of Malar? We should probably run. Just saying. Probably.
I'll look to Petra. Where shall we run then?
It's a good question. Does it seem like it's actually, like, coming after us?
It has like stopped, sort of like in the clearing of the road, like hulked over, breathing out. And you hear like almost like its breath. It's not saying anything. It's almost like but it's just breathing. But the breath is so loud, it sounds like it does form a word, and it says, Achi, as it calls out for its child.
I'll inhale and turn to Petra. You owe me 10 gold. As I send Zhao to distract this thing.
Okay. Zhao flies out, and I guess that for me, that's a performance check for Zhao.
Oh, let's check for a cute little guy.
Come on, Zhao. 14. Okay. Oh my god.
You know how eagles kind of like dive bomb their
Yeah.
prey or osprey? That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Oh, I love ospreys so much. They're like my favorite. So,
Why do I owe you 10 gold again?
It takes 10 gold to summon a familiar.
Oh. Right.
so yeah, the first part of a distraction at the very least as Zhao, dives bomb the fucking god of the forest.
In addition, I will also, to further distract this god, gonna summon some demons. And I rolled a 1 on my spell.
Okay.
So that
What are you
means
casting?
Summon lesser demons.
Oh. Ah, of course.
So
This
I
is a
get
terrible idea. Why are you doing this?
2 demons of a challenge rating of 1 on top of this thing, and so the 2 demons of lesser summoning is pretty much a maw demon and a closet, and they
Okay.
just land on top of this avatar and go at him.
Ah, this got much worse suddenly.
All right. There's also a trap that could be sprung for further distraction if if you want to do that.
I have a
No, I'm
question.
good. I'm good not pissing it off.
Okay.
I have a question though. Is this avatar considered a creature?
No.
Okay, well then Melody
Well,
is
like,
running.
Everything, like, creature is everything, but just to kind of put in perspective, you are literally in the presence of a god in a form that it can take on the mortal plane.
Got it. Melody is running for
I'm
Achi.
good handing the Aussie to it.
No, Melody is running. She's gonna grab Achi and she's gonna run.
The pigs
Oh,
freak
Rista's
out.
using the distraction to run.
Like she's got Buttercup. She's putting Achi on Buttercup. She's like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm going with Melody.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
The
my
cat
sneakiness, 'cause
is
nobody
ahead
knows
of
where I
all
am
of
right now, and
them.
I'm leaving.
I mean, you think nobody knows where you are right now.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm sure the god knows, but like,
So yes, you guys begin to distract this, and you begin to run away.
I'm gonna spring the trap on him as well.
You're gonna spring the trap? Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
He gets hit in the face with a tree.
Bonk.
Just
So he
bonks
has
it.
3 creatures all summoned in various forms on him.
Yeah.
The tree hits him. He's having a rough day.
Yeah, so Petra, you're probably the last one leaving and also the slowest, right?
Correct.
Yeah, oh no.
I'm also casting protection from good and evil.
Alright.
they do have a pony, or she does have a pony.
Achi's on it right now.
Oh, well, I guess you're fine.
Alright, you sort of, as your friends are running, and you turn around as this creature is just not distracted for very long because, like, it's the god Malar. He, takes Jal in his hands and just crushes it, and then with another hand, like, slaps onto those demons, crushing them. And it turns and it looks at you, Petra. And for a hot second, you see your life flash before your eyes. But really, all that was this shining beacon of light falling from the sky and punching Malar in the head so hard that it falls to the ground. And you see your lady friend from the bar for a hot second, and the distraction was definitely good enough to give her a chance to do what she has to do. And roll me a perception, please, as you continue to run. As you get further and further away, and the two of these seem to be engaged and no longer pursuing you, you do very slightly, with no dark vision, but he's lit up because she's lit up, because that's what Scourge Azamar do. They light the fuck up. You see, like, these two almost amorphous blobs kind of fall off of Malar and jump into the forest. How long do you guys run?
Until it's safe?
What is safety?
Maybe.
It is not time for philosophical talks right now, Petra.
I
30
think
minutes
a
to an
mile
hour?
and a half
Yeah.
would probably be safe enough.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes, right? Roughly.
Yeah, about 30 minutes of jogging is about a mile and a half. Yeah, I would say so at your current speed. The two, Arissa, you hadn't started your rest yet, so I need you to roll me con, please.
Mhm.
Okay, you are not exhausted. You do not take a level of exhaustion. But you guys run for, jog and run for about 30 minutes. And, what do you guys do?
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going back to bed now. I
Melody
think I'm
does
up
like
for
a
today.
Melody does the head count real quick to make sure
The
everyone's
pigs are
here.
gone.
That's fine.
We need something to hide the child from the eyes of a god.
I don't think that will be difficult.
Maybe if we just don't draw attention to ourselves until we get into the city.
That's a good idea, in general. But we'll be safe enough where we are. We, had some divine backup, I'm gonna say. Or something like that.
If you guys look in that direction, because there is, you will hear, noises, ka-chow noises and roars, and sometimes, a flash of light. It's not a subtle fight that's happening in that direction. It's only about 1.5 miles away. That's not very far.
There'll be no fire tonight.
That's a good idea.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Your watch then, as I sit down.
I guess I'll just watch the fireworks.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm not going back to bed now after this.
Okay, you guys sort of settle down without a fire to try and camp again. I will say that you were able to get your bedrolls picked up and stuff like that, your belongings in that time of preparation when it was coming towards you. It took 40-ish minutes to get there. Okay. So, Petra, as you begin your watch late into the evening,
Before I go to bed, I'll just tell Petra. 10 gold when you wake. Then settle down.
Okay.
Melody is a lover, not a fighter. Okay. Petra, go ahead and roll me perception hearing, please.
Okay. That's about right.
Yeah. You still got a couple more hours left when your watch ends of darkness. Do you wake anyone else, or do you continue your watch? About probably another 4-ish hours watch worth. Melody might be awake because she is an elf.
Yeah, I'll wake up Melody.
Okay.
She
Melody-
seems friendly.
Melody will take over watch.
Okay. I'm gonna need around this time, the fireworks has ended. You have no idea what the results are. But it is dead quiet. Dead quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception hearing, you too, please. Off in the distance, you hear what sounds like the shrill of a woman in pain.
Oh. Melody's gonna look to see if anyone's awake.
Let everybody. It's a very loud shrill, so everyone else can roll perception at disadvantage to see if it wakes you up. Petra's tears shit.
I am so asleep. You don't even know.
Just so stressed. You were just so stressed out.
You are asleep. But everyone else, I don't know about Tall. Tall, can you please roll for me, please? Let's are you there?
He's asleep.
Yes, let's just sleep. I guess Tall sleeps through it as well.
Wait, I'm back.
Okay, can you roll perception, hearing, and disadvantage for me, please? Okay, everyone else is definitely awoken, other than Petra, by this shrill. It seems to be north of you in the forest.
Melody looks at everyone. She's like, should we check it out?
No.
Oh.
Stay here.
I say we get moving for the day.
So are we leaving
Unless-
the halfling then?
Unless you want me to be exhausted, we sleep a few more hours.
Sure.
I
But-
will make you bacon. How's that? In exchange for sleep.
Melody's not gonna like that, so let's not. But
Well, the pigs are gone, so.
I have pocket bacon.
Fuck, what?
Pocket bacon.
What? Where did you get pocket bacon from? Is that what? You know what? I'll allow it. It's fine. Because why the fuck not? Thank you, Pale Lord, for that natty to me. Okay.
I will say, if we hear it again, then we will move.
we should get moving as soon as you're able, though.
Yes. If it is a banshee, then we are all fucked as it is.
We would have already been dead if it was a banshee. Not. I'm I'm still asleep.
You're still asleep. You mutter that in your sleep. Like, I imagine Petra just like much like just hears banshee and it's like, we'd already be dead if it was a banshee. Like,
I'll reach over to Tall. You need rest too. We are not like the elves.
Melody just, like, shifty eye from that, like, what, okay.
You have an ability to
you
short
hear the
rest.
shrill again. Except
Oh.
this time it's west on the road.
We stay off the road.
Roll perception, everyone.
Okay.
Cool. Anyone who rolled over a 15? Tall, go ahead. You didn't roll yet either. Oh, you did. It was just a 4. Okay, never mind. You were first. Anyone over a 14 recognizes that it sounds like someone is crying for help. Arissa with that 24. It sounds like Achi's mom. It sounds like
Oh,
Kala's.
Scow.
Yeah.
We
You
do
hear it
not
again coming
see
from the
this.
north.
It is a lie, a falsity.
Who's making that racket? I'm trying to sleep in here.
Melody is gonna
Her
look at
pillow on top
everyone.
of her head.
Melody's
Kane
gonna
hears
look-
nothing and goes back to sleep.
I mean, like, once it's, like, pointed out to you, like, you still hear it. It's just more if you could have understood, like, make out
Well,
the
I would have
words
been at
on the screen.
disadvantage because I don't have any prior knowledge.
It's a loud shrill. I wasn't rolling for you to see if you could hear it. Everyone is hear it. I've established that. What I'm
No,
saying...
I don't understand it.
Okay, what I'm saying is that you heard it, regardless, but you don't understand that it was screaming for help. It just sounds like a scream to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Melody's gonna investigate.
How
As you do that, Arista just grabs your shoulder and sits you back down. No.
It's like, please, like someone's hurt.
She'll lean real close. It's a ghost.
Then maybe
If
we
it's
can
a
get
ghost,
information.
we should definitely go towards it then.
Why?
Melody looks at like Petra, who's like sleep talking.
No, I've woken up at this point.
Okay, you've woken up at that point.
yeah.
Okay,
With the
okay.
17, yeah, or even with the 16 at disadvantage.
This is
it's
kind
like-
of
yeah.
the first time you see Arissa get visibly angry, and she says no.
Okay,
We
if
do
it's
not disturb them.
Melody says, What if I'm sneaky?
You are not.
I can try.
You will sleep.
Well, but I'm not tired.
Then watch us sleep.
Oh.
Do you
But-
wish to provoke an attack while we are only half charged?
Melody's gonna check on Achi.
Achi never woke up. She is dead fucking asleep. She
Okay,
rolled
just-
really bad.
Okay, so once Melody sees that she's still sleeping, she like looks back. She's like, but if it's someone we can help,
It is not.
if it's the undead, we should put them to rest.
Arista looks over to Petra. Do you wish the Avatar to find us again?
I'm fairly certain the Avatar will not.
Finish that sentence.
Melody's like, what if Petra goes with me?
Petra's wearing armor.
Petra, roll an insight for me. Who cares
That's about right.
Yeah, who cares? Continue on.
Even if the Avatar won this particular fight, it is unlikely after a battle of that magnitude that it would be a significant threat to us for a while.
Do you want to test that theory?
I'm willing to if someone needs help.
I'll go with. I can be
Arista deeply
sneaky.
sighs. It is the girl's mother, you twits.
Melody's like, even more reason to take
No.
Petra,
Well,
roll
that's
another.
interesting.
Petra, roll another insight on what Arissa just said. Yeah, so you and Maxine did proper rites.
It's-
Funeral rites. There shouldn't be like anything undead because of those proper funeral rites of the mother.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like that-
definitely not the mother. It's what I suspect it is, if I were to guess based on my experience with matters of religious import, is that it would be fragments of the Avatar, especially given it appears to be calling for help. I can only assume that the Avatar lost that particular
So-
battle.
You risk our lives for a trivial thing.
Would you like the Avatar of Malar? Would you like Malar as our ally? Or a person who is hunting us?
I
Neither.
mean, the short one does make a nice point.
I will bury your bodies in the snow. I'm not participating in this fight.
Then you can watch the kid.
We are moving out as I stand up and prod the cow awake.
Like the cow wakes up very like the cow stands up when it sleeps because it's a cow. Like so as you kind of like go to like wake up the cow, like there's a moment where it starts to tip over before it wakes up. My high school years. Anyway, so like, listen, I grew up in a swamp. There wasn't a lot to do. Like, yeah, on a farm of all places, myself. And it kind of looks at you very groggily.
We are moving out. Petunia.
It's a cow. It doesn't understand common, but okay.
And Rissa's trying to be polite to the cow, so
Right.
she'll just kind of scoop the kid up and bundle her up and say,
And you're
let
gonna...
others deal with the Avatar. We are not equipped as we are.
So, Arissa is going down the road to,
I'm joining her.
okay, Tall's gonna go with you.
We'll catch up with you.
Okay,
Melody is taking her time gathering her stuff for no particular reason.
okay.
Petra's just walking towards the sound.
So, there were 2 different screams.
Mm-hmm.
One north in the forest, and one west ahead of you on the road in a direction that you would be traveling.
Oh,
Go
yeah, let's
west.
head west then. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Which is the way Arissa's going.
Yeah.
So we're going that way. Melody
Okay.
gathered
Petra,
her
like,
stuff.
starts walking off towards the noise and realizes we're going in the same direction. It's sort of like, this is a little awkward. I guess we're walking together for a
Is
bit.
there a particular funerary rite I should know about?
Just look up some halfling funerary rites and do those. You should be able to find someone who knows about halfling culture.
I know about halfling culture.
Good.
I will stay to the woods with the child and the cow. Your quarry is on the road.
Okay.
Take a quick bio here before we continue this. I'm gonna run a 60-second ad break, so if the rest of you want to take a bio in a minute, you can do that. But yeah, we will be right back, fam. As I get a little, I just need some Tums actually. That's what I need. I got a little reflux going on. But yeah, everyone take 2 minutes for a break, and we'll be right back.
Hey!
How is the paladin not wiser than the warlock?
Are you kidding me? I have a -2 to wisdom. The paladin is less wise than everyone.
Oh,
She's less wise than Kane, which is something I didn't think would happen.
oh no, Arissa's the wisest one here.
You wouldn't think it compared to how like everyone
She can't be the wisest one here. She can't be. This is bad. I'm not good at wise creatures.
like Melody is just
Dumb,
intelligent.
dumber, and dumbest.
I was like, Melody is just intelligent. Is what it comes
No,
down.
you're charismatic as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm also reasonably charismatic, but
I'll take.
Yeah.
I'll just talk my
She
way
is
out of
20.
everything.
yeah. I'm also the strongest person here, though. That's the funny part. Alright, I'm gonna go get... No, I'm not. I have
I'm not
snacks right
strong,
here.
I'm just cut.
Oh man. Yeah, it goes Melody's the most charismatic. Orissa's the second most charismatic. Then the Tabaxi, then Tall. Oh no. Petra, then Tall.
The barbarian has no reason being charismatic.
I mean, I play a charismatic barbarian, and it works. Works really well with him.
Well,
You
the main
don't
thing
see
is,
me.
I'm a fast barbarian.
Yes.
I right now, if I don't wear heavy armor, I'm at 50 feet.
It's pretty good. I play a barbarian artificer, so like mash the two together. Barbarian can use guns. He's creating a rocket launcher.
Get to the chopper.
He's the silliest character I've ever played, and I love him so much. She didn't run the ad.
So should we roleplay then?
I guess.
Sure, y'all can roleplay on the road. Go ahead. I love commence. I would love this.
So
Oh, I
wait,
don't-
hey, we were getting there. We were getting there.
So you're all heading in the same direction.
Yes, we are.
But like some of us have ulterior motives.
Arissa's in the woods with the kid to
Okay.
keep off the road away from this creature.
All right.
I guess Kane and Arissa are guarding the kid.
Okay.
And can it be so that we can still kind of see the party?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're far enough away, but it's like, you're on the road, we're kind of like that in the woods.
Yeah, I gotcha. This is beautiful and perfect. I love it. Are you doing it stealthily?
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, before Petra leaves, I'm like, where's my 10 gold?
I may have already spent it.
You
I'll
just
give you an advance.
thank you. Take it and shuffle off.
Okay. Roll your stealth if you're traveling stealthily, please.
21.
Nice.
$14.
I'm not.
You're just not.
Well, you're in armor, so
You can still try.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just clanking down the road.
Okay. Clanking down the road. Alright then. As you begin clanking down the road, traveling, some of you in the brush, who's leading the way? The sun is just starting to rise, so it's twilight at this point. Well, not twilight, because twilight's when it's set, but it's dusk. It's dusk. There's like this slight hue of light, so you're in dim light now. You're not in darkness. Who's leading the charge on the road?
Did
I
you get
will.
a short rest-ish?
Yeah, while you're walking, you can short rest, I would say, for sure. You got enough of a rest between screams that you're not exhausted. So at the very least. And I feel like the only one who's casted a spell technically is Melody with enhanceability.
Oh, I also cast Protection from Evil and Good.
And you did cast that. Are you okay? Do you need help? My
I
cat's
summoned a
facing.
bunch of demons, but I get my spell slots on a short rest.
That's true. I'm just making sure my cat can leave. Okay, there we go. It's important. Petra, you're leading the way.
Yes.
Probably about 100 feet in front of you, as far as like your eyes can see. You see something oddly familiar, like a blob, an amorphous blob that you kind of saw earlier, come off of Malar when you were leaving. And it, the blob, the husk, starts to stand up, and it gets pretty tall, and you see the antlers. So we'll say it's probably about 7 feet tall, and you see antlers sort of splouting, glowing red eyes. As you guys come face to face with, I don't know, go ahead and roll me. The 3 of you, you all see it because you're on the road. Go ahead and roll me a nature check. Melody, you get advantage on this. Ooh, but
I
only
would like to use my nat.
Oh, okay. That's fucking great. Do you use your nat 20? Perfect. Excellent. Melody. You're an elf, so you are part fae. And all of a sudden, things start to click. And you're like, screams in the night, antlers, and it occurs to you that you're now face to face with what is known as a Wendigo.
Oh yay!
It's time for initiative.
Can I say good afternoon first? I don't.
On your turn. It's also inaccurate because it's morning.
Could Orissa and Tal see it as they're...
You're still
Been
in
a long
initiative.
Okay.
That's my answer to that.
Sounds good.
Yep, that's my answer to that.
15.
13. Alright, let's see real quick. I gotta get this guy up.
No token, but 12.
12. Yeah. That's fine. I'm looking to see only... So Mal got a 20, so that's good. Did any of this guy get higher than a 20? Not. Okay.
Don't forget, DM, if anything's trying to sneak up on me, I can't.
You have alert. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I said
Yeah.
you're in
Yeah,
initiative.
Yeah.
Alright, and then it looks like Orissa. And then Tall. 2. And then Melody. And then Petra. Mal, you're first up.
Okay.
This
hi,
thing is
yeah.
on the road 100 feet in front of you.
Alrighty. Hi. How are you?
That's all you're doing is screaming, hi, how are you at?
Sure, it's 100 feet away from me.
Okay.
Hi.
Are you gonna ready in action?
Um,
Would you like to do
yeah,
that?
I guess, yeah. I'll get ready for combat with my little claws.
Right. We'll say that you're readying an attack action if it comes within hitting range of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if it decides to come close enough, I'll attack it.
Okay. All right. It will dash 60 feet. And so it is now only 40 feet away from y'all. Not within range for you to hit yet now. And sort of braces itself. Also readying an action. Well, it can't because it dashed. But, yeah, yep, it dashed. So, yep, it moves closer, runs towards y'all. And Orissa, you probably see in the corner of your eyes, like, that movement. But your attention completely shifts because you can't be snuck upon as probably 40-ish, 30, we'll say 30 feet north of you into the forest. Those glowing red eyes of the second Wendigo appear.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Push the cow and the kid, make it, wander away aimlessly.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not in, bonus
What?
action, cast Madden Hex on this second Wendigo.
Okay. Can you like that for me?
Yes. 1 second, my pal. Madden Hex. It's a bonus action. I got as a pack ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
So, as bonus action, you deal extra psychic damage to a target cursed by your... Sorry, and there's no save or anything, right?
Nope, it just takes it.
Okay. And you're gonna do Eldritch Blast at it?
Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead and roll your blast.
Roll my blast.
Yeah, 22 will hit, the 8 will miss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 3 psychic, 11 force.
Okay, nice. So that's 14 total, right?
Yes, that is math.
Yep, that is math. Alright.
It is math.
Okay.
Tis the math.
So Tall, it's very obvious there's something after you guys now, because Orisa turned an Eldritch Blast 30 feet away from you, a Wendigo. And you're much closer to it, so you guys see it does look like Millard has like the skull, moss dripping from it, beady red eyes, the antlers. It's hulking figure. It's disgusting. Just look up Wendigos on Google. Like, you know,
I
How
will
far
tell
away
you-
is the other party?
huh?
How far away is the other party?
The other party is probably a good 60-ish feet away from you on the road.
Here's my train of thought.
Mm-hmm. Just need to know what you're doing.
Merge parties. Merge the fight.
Alright, how do you plan on doing that, fam?
Let's see what I got for range. What the hell? I'm gonna attack it with this. Oh wait, that's my inventory. That. And I'm gonna move 50 feet towards Mao.
Okay.
Leaving Orisa, the cow, and the child alone.
Well,
How are you able to move 50 feet with an attack, my love?
my base speed is 50 feet without heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Barbarians.
Oh yeah, fucking barbarians. I forget they're also like I expect that from a monk. Like I forget that with barbarians they can also do that shit. God damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, with a 20 you hit, so go ahead and roll damage with your javelin. Eight piercing. Yeah. It hits. It sort of just like gets on its shoulder and it doesn't quite like pierce the body. Like it hits and for you guys who know, it's just seems a bit resistant to that damage, not so much taking the full blunt of it. Alright. And that's your turn, Tall? Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do? No? Okay. It's its turn. The second Wendigo's turn. You're within 30 feet of it, Orisa.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a save as it opens its mouth wide and screams, and not in that same scream that you heard as it was like the trap essentially it was trying to set for you, but this ear-piercingly terrible scream. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Good. 14.
Whew. Okay, so
Could be a banshee.
it's not a banshee. I've clearly stated it's a Wendigo. Like, this is nothing like you've ever heard before in your life, right? It sort of pierces your bone, and for a second you don't feel like you can move. But luckily for you, a 14 is exactly what you needed to not take the damage from this creature or be stunned by it.
Cool.
That being said, it is the bonus action to do that. So it will move in your direction and will bite you.
Bite
me? Yeah, it's gonna try and bite you. Does a 24 hit?
No, come on. You gotta get higher than
No,
that.
doesn't hit. No, it doesn't hit. It's like, yeah.
That's why you think that hits.
Yeah, I'm just like, I had to make sure. And you take 5 piercing damage. And I need you... No, just 5 piercing damage.
She takes it and just growls at it in Orcish.
And growls back at you in Sylvan. Cool. Melody, it's your turn.
I am going to Bardic Inspiration.
Yes.
Our kitty cat.
Alright, now you're inspired.
So you get a 5th level, so D8 dice.
Nice.
But yeah, so Melody's just like, she's like trying not to panic, and she's like, you got this, Mel. You got this, Mel. You super duper got this. Punching with your paws. Yeah. She's like trying really hard, like not to panic.
I imagine the cat also doing that, like
Yeah,
like kind of
dancing
like
together.
with her fists in the air, doing a little like hippity hop dance, like to your tune, like all monk like. It's fucking adorable. Like
Yeah. And then she's see, because that's a bonus action, right? So then she's going to kind of like pat Petra on the back. Be like, can you just go in front of us? But like while doing that, she's casting enhance ability again to give bear's endurance to Petra, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. You might need constitution check or some temporary hit points.
Well, I will say meta-wise, because you do know about it. You do know these guys have an ability that makes you roll a wisdom save, so there is that you might want to consider too.
Ooh, actually, okay, can I switch it to Owl's wisdom then?
If you want, yeah.
It's just an advantage on wisdom checks.
That means I might actually pass a wisdom check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm giving you Owl's wisdom instead, so you have advantage on that.
Okay.
Excellent.
And so yeah, but she's like still kind of like pushing you to be in front of her.
I already am.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Petra, it's your turn. This thing is 40 feet in front of you.
So I'm gonna run 25 feet up to it.
It triggers its
And-
action.
Yeah. Sure.
To also do that scream. So.
Oh, it's gonna scream at me. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be the only one in position for it.
So wisdom
it's
save?
a wisdom save, yeah.
Hey.
There you go. You're fine. You're like, no, fuck you, buddy. Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
And then I'm gonna ready my action to stab it.
Okay.
when it gets within range.
Alright, it does not get a recharge. Okay, it's your turn. Mal, we are back up to you.
I guess I'll go up to it since apparently we're attacking it now, and attack it.
All right.
With my kitty paws.
It started it. I'm
And at
fairly
level 5
certain.
as a monk,
Didn't
I believe.
do anything at first.
Yeah.
First, we hit it with an Eldritch Blast. It just ran up to us. Maybe
There's
it
two
has
of
like
them. Yeah.
really bad.
Cool. A 14 misses, but you are a monk at level 5, so guess what you get at level 5 as a monk? A second attack.
Yay!
12 misses.
I'm assuming a 12.
For transparency, their AC is a 15, unarmored, so, or natural armor. So you miss with both of those, Val. I'm sorry.
For your bonus action, you can make a third attack.
The bonus you have to hit for martial arts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I believe that's the way that it's
I have
worded.
to wait till next turn.
Yeah, you have to hit for. She can use key points for other things if she has like those abilities that doesn't require, like the martial arts kind of thing. But yeah, you have to actually like. It's kind of like that follow up of like pow pow kind of, right? Like when you flavor it. But cool, it's its turn, and I guess Mal.
Hey! Petra attacked it first.
Petra didn't actually attack it at all.
My legs are too small to have attacked it first.
Petra didn't attack it
Fair
at
enough.
all. Like, it just screamed at her. But it's gonna come after you first with its bite. Nat ones, lucky you. And
Yay!
now, like you are just too fast for it, but then comes at you with its claws and rolls a natural 2, so that's an 8, so I'm assuming definitely fucking misses you. Like, so luckily the lot of you are both rolled, like, luckily you're fine. Alright, we're at Arissa's turn.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, just cast a regular hex this time
Mm-hmm.
on this thingy. And then Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. The 23 and the 16 both hit. Okay, for a total of 13. More than that. Way more than that. 15 plus 13, so 13.
And I'm concentrating on the hex spell.
Gotcha.
But then when it comes back to my turn, I can stack Maddening Hex on top of it.
Mhm.
Amazing. That's silly, and I love it.
Excellent. Okay. That's your turn on it. Tall, you are essentially now on the road with that 50 feet of movement that you have, and can easily use your movement to assist Mal on the second one. So Mal's on one, and Arissa's by herself with another.
Oh,
I
the
know.
hex damage is necrotic, if that makes a difference, just so you know.
Is any of it cold?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try and can I rage, attack, 50-foot attack?
I mean, you're 50 feet from either one of them. So you can rage, move, and do your attacks, right?
Okay.
Or you can, like, if you're asking to go after both of them, like, no, that's not, you don't have enough
Okay,
movement
no,
for that.
yeah, no.
Yeah. So which one are you going after? The one that's on Arissa or the one that's on Mao?
I'm gonna tell them train it this way, and go after Aristas.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rage,
All right.
move 50 feet, and double.
Okay. What are you attacking it with?
Silver.
Okay, there you go. So, that's why I asked. Go ahead. Attack, Wendigo number 2, please. 10 misses. Oh, you're 19 because you're raging, though, right? It gives you an
Yeah.
advantage, doesn't it? The 19 does hit. Yep.
Well, it'd be
Reckless.
reckless anyway because
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I'm at disadvantage anyway.
You're at disadvantage? Do you hit or you miss?
It'd be 19.
Okay. Then you hit. Roll your damage. Okay. That's your first attack. Go with your second one.
And with reckless,
Definitely hits.
and both of those have a +3 on them
Okay. So
from
they're
rage.
15, not so 30 damage altogether. Okay. You, unlike your javelin, the silver definitely seems like it is cutting through the flesh of this creature pretty easily. So that was definitely the right choice. It is now its turn. Does not recharge. It's scream. So instead, Tall, it's going to turn to you, and it's going to try and murder you.
Roll fair. I tried to murder it.
Yeah, I mean, it's only fair. With its bite first, does a 16 hit you?
That depends. Oh wait, no, I have a 15 armor class, so same as it.
So yes, it does.
I wouldn't know if it's undead or not, so never mind.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah.
So,
Just as I didn't know whether to call him or not
all right,
for the string. So I chose to rage.
you take 7 piercing damage on that bite. And you sort of feel as it bites you, right? You feel like its teeth dig into your skin, and you feel it sort of sap. It's almost like it's taking the life from you as it bites you. And it looks
Got
a
it,
little
great.
bit more peppy. And it's going to go after you with its claws now. And that misses you for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Melody, it's your turn. You just see Tall, like, running in out of the forest for, like, a hot second. Like, looks at Mao and then yeets back into the forest. Like, you're just
No,
like...
I said something. Like, I said, like, try and train it this way, we get another one.
Okay. Yeets back into the forest. Like, what are you doing, Melody? You're muted, by the way.
Melody is kind of confused by that a little bit at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what? Let's see, sure. So he wants us to try to get closer over there, right? That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna be difficult. Okay, so she is going to. It's 60 feet away. He said
From you?
from where she is, because she hasn't moved
Oh,
forward.
no, it's definitely... Oh, so the one that's in the road, right? Yeah, it's...
Yeah, like how far away like are both of them? Would you say?
Yeah, the one in the road is 40 feet away from you. You can't see the one in the forest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so she's going to move like 10 feet forward, so she's within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
While that's happening, she's getting some incense and like lighting it up, and just as soon as she gets within 30 feet, she casts Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Do you need me to like click on it so you can like?
Yeah, go ahead and click on hypnotic pattern, please. Okay. It actually has 120 foot range. A 30-foot cube within range. So if you do this, if you cast hypnotic pattern, your spell on Petra drops.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes,
so
because
maybe
you can't do 2 concentration spells at the same time.
Okay, so then not that one then. Then she's just going to inch her way towards the forest. But she's going to vicious mockery the one that she can see.
Okay. And what's the range of Vicious Mockery?
60 feet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're definitely able to do that.
Okay, so let's see here. It needs to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. And then I'll base my mockery on what it rolls.
What's your spell save DC for your
16.
16. It fails.
Okay, cool. So she's just like, what are you supposed to be? A wannabe Malar? Are you serious? With your horns? It's not even that big of a horn, you little baby. She's just trying to get sassy.
Suck.
Yeah, she was like, they're not even fully grown. I've seen bigger antlers.
There's still velvet on them.
Yeah. Like she's just comparing them to a moose.
First of all, that's terrifying. Like, moose have... I'm sorry, like, the 2 Canadians on here, it's like, no, that's not vicious mockery. That's a compliment. Like,
no, I mean, okay, I went to Alaska once and I saw a baby moose and I was like, you can't, you're pooping me right now. That is...
Moose
that
will
is
fuck your shit up.
They
Yeah.
take out whole semis. They're huge, and then they walk off. They're like,
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I saw a baby moose, and then everyone was telling me that was a baby. I was like, no, with those horns, they're like, no, trust me, they get bigger. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Anyway, go ahead and roll your 2 damage.
Yeah.
Psychic
I didn't hurt its
damage.
feelings too much.
There's
but
like
I
a
put
moment
little
where it
dent.
just like lifts up and like scratches its antlers and is confused for a second.
Yeah.
Alright, Petra.
Okay. I am now actually within range.
There you go.
This is glorious. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up to the guy, the Wendigo, and I'm going to try and stab him with Righteous Fury.
Alright, the 13 misses, the 26 hits.
Okay. We're gonna put what? First or second level? Let's put a second level Divine Smite on that.
Okay.
I assume it's not undead.
It's not undead, it is a fae.
Okay. So that's gonna be 15 points of radiant damage, 6 points of slashing damage.
3 points of slashing damage. It's
That's
just
about what I
it's
thought.
just the sword. But that radiant damage is... Listen, radiant damage is effective against most things that just aren't angels. Like, that's always... When you have a choice, always pick radiant damage. Alright. Nice
Unless
job.
you are currently fighting angels.
Unless you are fighting angels. Yeah. So yeah, so you do that, and that's all you got?
Uh-huh.
Alright, we are back up to Mao.
unmute myself. There we go.
Yeah, we
All right.
gotcha.
So I'm gonna attack it again, because that's what we're doing.
Do it.
I'm not hitting it. Yay!
Yay, you hit it one
I'm
time!
so excited! Oops. Wrong button.
It's alright, go ahead and roll your punches aren't magical yet, are they? I think that's at 6.
No, they are not.
Alright, that's fine. It's alright. Alright, and as a bonus action, you could spend a key point to do a flurry of blows, or you can just hit it
Yeah,
one
I'll
more time.
spend a
Okay.
key point here.
Do you have stunning strike yet, or not?
Yeah.
No, I don't. It's level 6,
Okay.
I think.
Stunning Strike is 5th.
Is it? Oh,
It
yes.
is.
Okay. Then I'll use Stunning Strike.
Cool, that's like 2 key points total if you're gonna. Or you just do the bonus action with a stunning strike on it if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't count against your key. So go ahead and do your
Okay.
spin your key to do that.
Okay.
Your bonus action.
Hit it.
Hit it.
No.
Not hit.
Wow.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
You're doing amazing, Mal.
It's okay, Mal. We believe in you. You tried. It's its turn. And, there is, a cat and a halfling on it. And, well, it got its recharge. So it's gonna scream again.
Oh, okay.
So please roll me wisdom saving throws.
I still have advantage.
You still have advantage, that's right. And you make it. Mal, you have to roll it as well.
Clicking on, like, here.
You both are not... do not take the damage or are stunned. So, good.
Please stop screaming at us.
No, it's not.
Please.
Can you calm down a little bit?
And with that, it's going to claw attack at Mal. As it screams and it learns that it's not effective. Mal does a 15 hit you.
It just does. My
Okay.
armor class is 15.
Alright, so you take 8 slashing damage and 2 cold damage from its claws. Okay.
Okay.
Rissa, it's your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, maddening hex on this one to go in front of me. Then Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yep, you hit with the 20. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, that is a, how do you want to do this?
Like Arissa just kind of, she just kind of stalks towards it, just flicking Eldritch Blasts at it. She just gets closer and closer before she grabs it by the back of its neck, pulling its horns forward and puts a blast through its mouth and then shoves it to the ground. Then
Gross.
turns around, marches back towards the road and says,
If this
Just
was
need to
Monster
play.
Hearts, if this was Monster Hearts, I'd be like, roll to turn someone on, because that was fucking hot. So, but it's
she's
not.
grumbling in Orcus as she turns around and marches towards the road.
I mean, but it was quite. It's probably the most brutal and impressive thing you've ever seen her done. Tall. It's your turn.
Tall is busy raging, so he's gonna run up 50 feet to the next one.
That one is like 100 feet away from you. Just remember that. Because you're
Okay.
so when you ran 50 feet and you got to the road, it was 50 feet away from you then. Remember?
Okay, can I dash and attack it?
Do you have the ability to use dash as a bonus action?
Do I? That's a good question.
I don't think so. I think that's yeah. So no, but you can dash to get up to it.
In that case, I'm gonna end my rage because I can't maintain it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run 50 feet.
All right, and so you'll do the dash, right, to get to.
No, I'm gonna run 50 feet.
Oh, okay. You're just
Because next turn, I'm gonna harrowing silence, run 50
Okay,
feet, and
cool.
wail on it.
All right. With that, it is its turn. Wendigo. Nope. That's never mind. That was Wendigo 2. It did. Melody. Tall just comes out of the forest, and you're there next to him, probably a little surprised. And Arissa also is behind him, but she's in range of you to see. Just because Tall
She has a
is-
look of fury and frustration on her face.
Yeah. What do you do, Melody?
Melody's eyes go like really wide, and she's like trying not to make eye contact with Arissa. And she's going to healing word Mal.
Okay.
a bonus action. So, she's going to vicious mockery again. So wisdom saving throw first.
Okay. Makes it this time.
Okay, so she's just like, you know what, I can't think of anything. Dang it. uh, that's her turn.
Okay. All right then. Petra.
Yep. We're just gonna keep smiting.
Smite the shit out of this fairy.
I love it.
The second one hits.
Mm-hmm. So that's 5 slashing damage and another second level smite. And our 15 radiant
Nice.
damage.
Very nice. Those smites, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You smite it.
The power of Palor compels you. Please
Or-
die.
Except not, because you abandoned your oath and you have no idea where this smiting ability is coming from.
The power of nihilism compels you.
Alright. Cool. With that, it's Mouse turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna attack.
12 misses.
Nope.
15 misses. Oh my god, no!
Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me!
Wait.
Attack the halfling!
Can't she like use her inspiration?
Oh yeah,
She
can.
is, yeah, you are inspired. You could, to an attack roll?
I don't know.
With
I'm reading.
with that bard, I think it's just with Valor bards that it gets to attacks. Or
Yeah,
to
I
no,
think it's only a damage that the inspiration influences, but I'm
I
not
have-
100% sure.
Actually, I have an NPC right here that's a Valor bard, so I'll just look at his abilities to see bardic inspiration. A creature bardic inspiration is diet. Alternatively, font of inspiration. I think.
Yeah, it can be added to an attack roll just on base bardic inspiration.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
You can add it to. So you go ahead and roll a d8 melody for Mao. Like, really, you'll hit Mao, regardless, because its AC is 15. So yeah, you got one of those hits for sure.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Are you adding a stunning strike to it?
Sure, we'll add a stunning strike. Hopefully it's actually stunned.
Do you know what your DC for your stunning strike is?
Let me hold it up here for a second. Stunning strike.
Stunning strike before the warlock?
Starting at the 5th level, you can interfere. 1 key point. Target must succeed in a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, yeah. What's the DC for your con saving throw?
Where do I find that?
8 plus a proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
There you go. So your proficiency bonuses should be 3 right now?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, and then what's your wisdom mod?
My modifier is 1.
1? Okay,
Yes.
so
That'd
it's
be
a
12.
It's a 12. Alright, cool. Let's get these guys' sheets up again. At the sea witch. Okay.
Oh boy.
A con save, right?
Yeah.
Fails. It rolled a 9. It rolled a 4. It has a +5 to its con saves. But
The cat
this, yeah,
Was successful.
the cat was successful.
Yay! Go, kitty, go!
This Wendigo is successfully stunned. Let's see what that entails for it. Conditions: stunned. I always have to look up. Let's see. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can only speak falterly. The creature automatically fails strength, dex, and saving throws. And incapacitated means An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It is. How long does it stay stunned for?
I think until the next turn.
Their next turn?
Yeah,
Till the
until
end
the
of
end
my
of.
turn.
Alright, it
So
is stunned.
it has a round to suffer through all of us.
Yes, it does.
Once Melody sees it's done, she's like, set it on fire!
I'm working on it.
Arissa just says, "It'll be dead before that."
Right? And it was next.
Neener, neener, neener.
It was next, so it can't take actions or reactions. And what did you say? The start of its or the end of its turn?
The
No,
target
Melody's-
must
Mouse.
succeed
Mouse turn. That's right.
on a Constitution save or be
Alright.
stunned until the end of your next turn.
All right, cool. So let's see if you guys can kill this in a single round.
All right.
Let's see if you guys
Shift
can
my
get-
hex over to this
Mhm.
guy. I can't put maddening hex on it because it'll take 2 bonus actions. to do
Mhm.
that. So just the main hex.
Okay.
And from the edge of the tree line, I cast Eldritch Blast at it.
It's at disadvantage, so you hit with both of those. Or you're at advantage. Yeah. Nice. That
So
is
12 and 13.
yeah. So 26. It looks like 20. So 12.
25.
25. Okay. Still up. Which leaves and that's all you can do?
Yeah, I can only attack twice.
Alright, cool.
Because I use my bonus and I use my main action.
Alright, Tall, it's your turn, fam. You can get in range and
I've
you can...
changed my mind. I'm gonna rage again.
Okay!
I'm still angry.
Ignoring the fact that I probably could have thrown a javelin at it and kept my rage up.
Mm-hmm. But your
But,
silver longsword is probably better.
Well, yeah, but last turn.
Okay.
But too dumb. I'm gonna run up 50 feet, rage, and hit it twice.
Go
Attempt
ahead. You're at advantage. Go ahead and just roll damage just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this is how you're going to do this. You don't even need the second attack.
I'm just going to jump up and cleave it
Alright, you're
as
gonna
far as through as I
leave
can.
it. Alright, in the harrowing hours of the wee morning, you have cleaved these 2 Wendigos, slain them, realizing just how dangerous the road can be now, especially with the god on your tail. And that is...
Arissa lets her blast die in her hand and turns towards the group. You're a bunch of idiots. Good thing I care.
We killed it, didn't we? It's fine. It's fine.
Yes. And you're all bloodied for it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
I'm
have,
fine.
hair balls again, too, so...
Melody's just looking around like, where's Achi?
Just kind
She's
of
in
like
the woods.
out of the woods, like probably about like 20 feet north. The cow just comes out like chewing grass. You hear the bell, and Achi is still asleep, like on top of it.
Well, I was hoping we could have a polite discussion, but apparently not.
Melody looks at Arissa. Love you.
You are not getting your puppy.
She's like, that's fair.
Just watched the episode before I played, so that's
There was no puppy. It's a lie. She doesn't know that.
there
I
was
rolled a
never
nat
going to be a
one.
puppy, but okay. Alright, and I think with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and showing up. I had a lot of fun. I was a little worried because normally that encounter takes a while, but the thing is, that encounter that I've run before is usually against level 3 characters. And I didn't scale up, so they are CR 5 creatures. And I was like, yeah, whatever, well, they're fine. You guys, and you were fine. But yeah, super excited. Thank you, everyone. As far as the rest of the channel goes this week, we have later today, 6 p.m. PST, we will continue with Revenge of the Gith with some more 5e action. Tomorrow night, we will have our Pathfinder 2e. We only have 2 episodes left of that. And then Monday, also 2 episodes left of Blades of the Dark before we're back here again on Wednesday. That's what's going on in the next 7 days here on the channel. And in the opposite direction that we were in last time, tell us where to find you, what are you doing, all that good stuff. Did you have fun? Do you hate me? Omega.
Yes, I'm Omega. I had lots of fun. I very much like this group. Thumbs up. I'm on Twitter occasionally. My technology has decided to hate me. So that is all.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am Litzmass on twitchtv.litzmass and at Twitter at Litzmass. This is a fun group, so... Oh my god, combat, finally. I know we had it last week, but I missed it.
It's like a barbarian without...
Barbarian roleplay, what is this?
Nice.
Give me rage.
We did it. I did it for you. Just for you. Well, maybe not just for you. A little bit for me, too. Okay. Who's next?
Me. Okay. Hi, I'm Michi. You can find me everywhere, social media and here on Twitch as Witty Michi. I always have fun when I'm with everyone here. I love everyone here. I just really like the older sister, little sister dynamics of Melody and Arissa. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay, right, it's me next. I had to, I scrolled up so I could, watch the thing. Anyway, I'm Fairy, and, I'm on everything as well. If you just type in Fairy's Arena, I'll probably pop up. So, yeah, I don't so much hate your DMing as I hate the dice.
Or Roll20, not necessarily the dice. Roll20 did not like you today.
They've got going here. Not a big fan.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened.
Tragic.
It's magic. I'm Jen. You can find me here every other Wednesday and a consecutive Thursdays as we go into the season finale of Ashenfell, which is exciting. I'm excited because we finally reached the city of Lorness, a very powerful and very religious city, where we get to explore what that's all about. And you can find me every Tuesdays and Thursday, 3 p.m. BST, British Summertime, over at the Hype Goblins channel, where I play Anthony Silverhorn, the Barbarian Artificer. He got into some trouble last week. That's fine. And once a month, you can find me over at Endor Adventures channel, where I play Beltane Hawthorne, the Fey Mobster.
Alright. Well, with that, my friends, we bid you adieu. We will go raid my friend Xanderkins. They look like they're playing some Guilty Gear, some PlayStation 2 goodness. So, yeah, goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you later tonight.
See